Hi guys, welcome to another episode, Charlie Talks MUFC. In this game, Manchester United versus Ipswich. Going in, United get a 2-2 draw against Everton, but again, it's not a win, and really need to pick up points just to try and push themselves up the table if possible. And Ipswich, a team who are also not in very good form, they got beat 4-1 by Spurs and 6-0 by City in recent events. So a team that are also very much out of form as well. So this is either going to be an absolute firecracker or a game that will quickly be forgotten. And it was definitely the former. It was an absolute cracker when watching it. In 3 minutes, Onana and Dorgu getting a mix-up. I put this mostly on Onana. He's the senior player. He can see everything that's going on. Should be talking to Dorgu. Dorgu puts a pass to him. Expects him to be, well within his 18-yard box. And instead, Onana's come charging out for no reason whatsoever, leaving an open goal for the Ipswich attacker to put the ball in the net. 1-0 Ipswich in 3 minutes. And at this point, you're thinking, here we go. Already. And it just sums up United's season already. Just those 3 minutes already. Just individual errors. Costing time and time again. But United actually seemed to wake up. Get the ball moving round. Attacking the Ipswich goal. And as I say, United get an equaliser for a free kick. Bruno putting the ball in with a bit of whip and coming off the Ipswich defender and flying past the keeper, 1-1. And 5 minutes later, or less than 5 minutes later, United take the lead. Again from a set piece, Bruno puts the ball in. A couple of attempts on goal, doesn't quite fall, and then all of a sudden Delix from close range puts the ball into the back of the net. 2-1. United, are up and running. Ipswich head seemed to have dropped a little bit. And United seemed comfortable. Dorgu was playing well on the left-hand side. He had the error, but he seems to be attacking. Garnacho's running at his man. United seemed comfortable in that sense. And then the red card happens. It's his attempt to play the ball. He's not got the ball. He's gone very high on the man. It's a red card. And at that point, you're thinking just before half-time, thinking, oh, damn. And it's a surprise to see Garnacho come off. When you could have said, oh, maybe Højlund, maybe Xerxes, because you need someone like Garnacho for that bit of pace to keep the defenders worried and occupied in that sense. So they want to stay further back. And instead, took off Garnacho, brought on Mazraoui. And it seemed that Amorim decided to set up to back five with three in midfield. And, the four, three in midfield and then the one up top. So, a little bit of a surprise omission from Garnacho and decides to sulk off down to the tunnel. But that's another conversation to be had. But again, another goalkeeping error leads to Ipswich getting an equaliser. Ball comes in, Delix and Delap are, basically tussling for the ball. Evades both of them. Onana decides to fall over. Ball goes in the back of the net. It's bad goalkeeping. If it's a case, he decides to go with the flight of the ball, and then Delap gets a touch and it puts it in the net. You think, well, okay, you can't really have too many calms with a case of Onana's following the flight of the ball, ready to collect it. And he doesn't. He just stands there like a lemon. Absolutely useless, really. And at this point, you're thinking, oh God, down to 10 men. Ipswich just equalised before half-time. You're thinking this is going to be on course for an upset. Well, United are going to be embarrassed here tonight, at home again. And half-time, you're deflated. You're not really got much confidence in the team as it is, and it just feels even lower. And then straight from the off, United get themselves a corner. Bruno Fernandes whips the ball in, and Maguire gets a header, puts it past the keeper, and United leading 3-2. You're thinking, get in there. All right, got a goal, really, really good play. Let's go again, just try and hold on to this lead. And it seemed to be that really seemed to wake a lot of players up again. And they didn't seem to be too downhearted by the equaliser and going down to 10 men. The likes of Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire, De Ligt, and Xerxes even. Really putting in a shift, making sure they ran themselves ragged, made it hard for the Ipswich players to really do a lot with the ball. And it almost seemed comfortable. It is a bit of a strange thing to say, as Ipswich didn't trouble the goal. But they did have, the large percent of possession, about 70% possession. So they really had the ball, but they struggled to break down the defensive line of United. And fortunately, United were able to get the win. But there were some players that just, again, could have easily been very costly. The Dorgu red card and own goal, but when he was on the pitch, he played well. So it's a bit of a mixed bag for him. Onana, time and time again throughout his time here at United, he's making costly errors. The reason why United went out of the Champions League last season, the reason why United had lost to Forest, because he decides to dive out the way of the ball on this occasion. And again, 2 big errors for him, which could have easily have cost the game for United in another match, as this team does not score goals. Unfortunately, United were able to score 3 tonight. And Dalot, again, anonymous, poor, might as well have not been on the pitch. It was like playing with 9 men in that case, really. So the fact that Bruno Fernandes, Xerxes, Maguire, De Ligt, and Nagate as well really came on, made themselves known. I mean, the conditions, yeah, they were tough. It was hard for both teams, but United were luckily able to get the win and get themselves a bit higher up the table. I think now they're just a point off Spurs, just a point off behind Spurs, who in 13th, the Heights are 13th. But yeah, in all honesty, the season's been a car crash. But it also does also push United away from any form of relegation talk, really. And I think now looking at the table, I think both Ipswich and Leicester need to double their points tally with 13 games to go. So you're not saying they're definitely down, but it does seem more than likely they'll be the teams to go down. But yeah, another player that I thought again disappointing was Højlund. I mean, I think his last goal was against Brentford back in October at Old Trafford. And then last goal involvement was winning a penalty against Chelsea in November. So that says it all, really. His play is not very good either. He seems to be spending more time, as I've said again, wrestling with defenders rather than actually running in the channels, which you want to do, especially with a pacey striker like he is. He doesn't run in the channels anywhere near enough. And when he does and the ball doesn't come, he throws a strop, throws his hands in the air. I'm sorry, mate. This game you need to work hard. If you're not going to work hard, get off the pitch. Don't bother. So, yeah, that's another one. But next up for United is Fulham in the FA Cup. I mean, it sounds stupid to say that, United season's in the Cups, but it is really. And even then, you're not really feeling too confident. There's the teams that are still in it. Okay, you've had the likes of Liverpool, you've had Arsenal go out, you've had Spurs go out. But still, when you've got City in there and you've got other teams in there that have definitely beaten United this season, the likes of Bournemouth, the likes of Wolves still in the competition, it doesn't fill you with a load of confidence. But saying that, United have beaten Fulham twice this season already, both in the league, both our scoreline 1-0. Hopefully, history will repeat itself again. United can get another win, but I think looking at the Fulham lineup from their game against Wolves, they rested a number of players. So it seems to me that the manager is definitely prioritising the cup game over their league game. So, yeah, we're not too sure about this one against Fulham. I think it might be one that United end up going out on, in all honesty. And I don't like to say that, but when you've got 9 wins over 27 league games, it says it all. But still, let me know your thoughts below. See you in the next one, guys. Take care.